Hello everyone! Glue Book January is coming, and every year I seem to do another glue book introduction. So this year I thought I would just answer the question that I always get: what is a glue book? I'm going to answer the question really fast and show you some examples and give you the definition of a glue book. A glue book is just a collection of images, collection of papers glued into a book. It's that simple. It's really easy. Anybody can do it. It can be done any way. There's no rules. There's a bunch of different ways people go about doing it. I like a glue stick. Some people like matte medium or wet glues. You can use magazine images, but you don't need magazine images. You can use painted paper or anything. I do have a playlist about glue books with all those answers to those kinds of questions in it. And if you would like to see some more examples of glue books, it might be right for you. You might want to try it out. Glue Book January, I always do a bunch of different glue books and inspire people to try it out. Some people really like it, and some people it's too boring for them. And you might be one of those people that you really like the idea of just gluing. I call it glue therapy because it is very relaxing just to glue pieces of paper into a book and then have a collection of your favorite images all together to look at whenever you want to. This is a traditional type of glue book. When people say glue book, this is basically what they are thinking of. It's just, this was a blank book, and I just took some of my very favorite images that I had been saving for years and years and started gluing them onto the pages, and now I have them and I can look at them and they're all together. It's not really collage because it's not a scene, or it's not something that I'm trying to put together. It's just a collection of images just put together. There's no focal point. There's no, well, there is in some cases, but it's just a hodgepodge, just gluing images together. One of my favorite glue books is the math book. It is a glue book. It's an altered book. It used to be an elementary algebra book, and I wanted to teach myself how to use or to leave white space. So this glue book is not covering the entire page with its images. Sometimes there's only one image on the page, and sometimes it is covered. Again, my favorite images, the ones that I wanted to use. I call this a visual journal. I have a basket, I have boxes, I have a bunch of images, collage fodder, and when I say visual journal, I just took my basket and allowed myself to pick out anything that caught my eye, and then I figured out how to put it all together on a page. This one is finished. It is my favorite. I love looking through this book. Just love it. It's very inspiring for me. It makes me want to make more. And I actually do have another one of these ready to go to do another visual journal glue book like this. So you can use any kind of book, a blank book, a book that's already, out there, an altered book. Junk journals are really great for this. This one is an anything goes junk journal glue book. I used some junk pieces of paper, and I actually started gluing onto these pages before I sewed them into the book. It was very relaxing just to glue pieces of paper to the pages. And I do like large bits first, background bits first, and then I add my fun little bits that I want to look at. And this one's a little wild and crazy. It could be called a collage book. It could be called a glue book. It's a junk journal. It's so many different things, and all of those things as well. So when it comes to definitions, I'm not really good at saying this is a glue book and this is an art journal, or to me, it's all pretty much the same thing. If you have a child, you have a baby, you get to name it whatever you want to name it. Even, whatever, even if the in-laws don't like it, you really pretty much get to decide what you're going to call it. So I don't really like definitions. I don't like calling something whatever. I just like the freeness of doing these glue books. And lately, the last few years, I have been doing these random glue books like this, using my favorite images that I really enjoy seeing, because I have so many of them, and I need to start using stuff up. If I use things that I really like, I really enjoy not only making the pages, but looking at them again afterwards. And a visual journal, part of the appeal to me is being able to go back and looking at the images. When I created that page, I may have felt one way, but when I look at it a year later, I feel something different when I look at the page. I get different things out of it. There's no written entries to remind me that that was a bad day. I can look at it and say, this reminds me of a happy whatever this time, or, and I may not remember what it was that made me create it in the first place. So they can be any size. This is the Glue Therapy glue book. Again, I think this one, I just glued a largish piece of something to the page and went to a different page and did all the large pieces first, and then came back and added some medium bits, and then came back and added small bits. Not to all the pages. I kind of skipped around. So it was very random and unexpected. I like that kind of randomness because it's a surprise. When it gets finished, when I think I'm done with it, I'm surprised. I don't have an image in my head. I really want this page to look just like that. And then when the page gets done, I'm disappointed because it's nothing like what I had in my mind. So the randomness of just doing a little bit of something and moving on, I'm not planning, I'm not trying to make a pretty page, I'm just gluing bits of paper down. And then at the end, when I think, okay, this feels done, I'm surprised. Well, that's kind of cool. I kind of enjoy that. That turned out interesting. I like to use a lot of different types of things in my glue books: painted papers and tissues and stamped images, tickets and printouts and color book pages, napkins, and this is a cupcake wrapper. text from books, packaging. I don't always just use magazine images, and you don't need magazines to make a glue book. I did a glue book that was entirely painted paper. I don't have it. I can't show it to you, but it was entirely painted paper. That was it. And I just kept gluing pieces of painted paper to the book until I didn't want to do that anymore. It was a lot of fun. So what's a glue book? A glue book is a book that you glue bits of paper into, and that it's as simple as that. It's just that easy. Anyone can do it. You can do it with anything. You can use any kind of book, any kind of paper, any kind of glue. It's fun. I would highly recommend giving it a try. And if you would like to see these glue books and other glue books, if you want to know more of the technique, more helpful hints on how to start and what to do and what to collect, I do have a playlist. I'll have it in the description box below. All those kinds of questions that you might have are probably in one of the videos that I've done in other years. So I just wanted to say Glue Book January is coming. Get ready. Thanks for watching.